Future news. Suleiman Rahim here, Master of the Covenant, breaking 7 seals, judge. Future news. Brothers and sisters, you know, I'm not going to quote it again. I did a few minutes ago, but I'm not going to do it again. It talks about the watchmen. The Son of Man, I made you a watchman. And you got to warn the people. If you don't warn them, you can be accountable for their blood. Their blood will be on your hands. Blood will be on your hands. See? But, you know, Farrakhan characterized himself as the warner, the watchman. But he ain't warning anybody. He claims God told him to shut up. Last time I remember was Nebuchadnezzar. No explanation, nothing. But he had it all wrong. See? The signs, brothers and sisters. See, the signs, right? It was all, remember, said be all signs. All these signs reserved for the end times. So you recognize them. I mean, they get a lot of signs. So you would not be deceived. But how are you deceived? Signs all over the place. Right? Some you have to dig out. Some are just clear signs like the abomination of desolation. Messenger of the covenant. They tell you, they make it seem like the last one. It tells you right there, messenger of the covenant. Right? Succeed him. That's the one you should be seeking. All kinds of signs. We're going to talk about a couple of them today. You know, indelible one that you just can't go up past them. Let me change my lighting here a little bit, because it seems like I have a lighting issue here. One second. One brothers and sisters. Let me do something. Okay, I hope I solved that problem. Hope I solved that problem anyway. See, one issue there is, bro, since it's transitioning from one reality to another, it's very painful. And I wasn't aware of exactly how painful it would be, because the old reality, depending on how powerful it is going to resist you 100%. Resist you 100%. and we see this double reality. They're resisting 100% with everything they got. See, and so you have agents, spies. People don't even realize they're resisting. They're resisting because they resist. I mean, you'd be surprised at things I'm being confronted with. People that I interface with and everything, right? I remember I had people actually. I don't know. I shouldn't get into this, bro. But they know me or they meet me at the gym or whatever, and then they somehow run across me on it. And I had a couple of people that was actually neighbors. Neighbors. I look around, they moved. They moved when they, because I don't present myself like this, in my, I mean, I'm me, but I don't go around preaching and all that stuff. I don't do that, right? In the gym, all that kind of stuff. I go there, I go to the gym, go to work out. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not forcing anything on anybody. See, I'm just getting information. So, I mean, that don't bother me to do that, but I'm just letting you know. You'd be surprised. You might be surprised. Well, if you're 100% committed, you will be surprised. You won't be surprised, right? Because you're going to be if you're 100% committed, you're going to get 100% resistance. So if you ain't getting the resistance, that means you're not committed at all. That means you're not even trying to change the reality. Because if you're trying to change reality, then you're going to feel the resistance. That's what resistance, right, shows that you're causing a change. It's a reaction. So if you have no action, you're going to get a reaction. So if you're not getting a reaction to this reality, that means you ain't trying to change. You're part of it. I mean, some things are pretty simple to understand. That's if you want to understand it. Right? So if you see somebody that ain't got any resistance, then you know right away. Like I said, I don't speak English. I speak actions. See, I go by your action. Your English don't mean a damn thing to me. They taught you English. See, I speak action. See, and so if you haven't seen a resistance, that means you ain't trying to change this reality. You're just full of crap. Mm-hmm. And your resistance can be in every form, everything. What you do, what you interface with, who you talk to, the equipment, everything else, because all this is part of reality. All this could be against you 100%. And the greater the reality is that you're in, the greater resistance is going to be. They have to say, who is like the beast? Who can make war with the beast? The food you eat and everything else. It's going to be against you because it's part of this reality. I know you don't understand that. But we want to talk some signs, brothers and sisters. Right? A couple of signs I want to talk about. Because signs everywhere. Okay, like I was giving you an example earlier, brothers and sisters. Say you're a parent, and child does something bad, it hurts somebody, whatever, right? You say, okay, give me a little, right? What do you want to call them? Lock mine or something, right? Hey, you did wrong. What you gonna punish him, right? Because he does something, you trying to correct the child, right? But not what if the child does it to you? What if the child takes you, locks you up, puts you in the basement, stalks you, beats you, and going after that goes on for years? That's your child. Then if you ever break out of it, what you gonna do then? What's your reaction? It's gonna be like, oh, come over here, rock mama, Toby or whatever. See? Actually, great destruction is coming, right? Because it's construction, like I said, I would punish you like I never punished any other nation before. Why is God so enraged? It's just his wrath is greater than ever. It's be the greatest wrath you ever experienced in total history. Time unprecedented trouble. Unprecedented trouble. That's the wrath of God. Unprecedented trouble. That's the wrath of God. That's what said the day of that wrath has come. Unprecedented trouble means that's the wrath of God you're experiencing. And it's total. Why? Because the God that you was doing all that to. It wasn't somehow you doing the gospel. Oh, man, you was doing that to my child. No, you was doing it to me. You took us over here to God and fed him shit and beat him and raped him and raped his mama and raped his daughter and raped his sister and his wife and raped him too and beat him and tortured him and terrorized him for 400 goddamn years with no let up whatsoever. Called them animals. It fed them as animals, not like animals, as animals, because you said we were animals. 3/5 human. That means, because a girl is what? 1/5 human. You got to take about 1/5 about DNA. That's what you mean when 53 human. You mean human. All animals got some about DNA in them. All animals have some about DNA in them. The more they have, the more they like us. The girls got more than anybody else. I mean, you did it to the God himself. So now you're feeling this full wrath, uncontrolled wrath. Well, no, I ain't gonna say uncontrolled, unlimited, right? And he was uncontrolled. It's controlled. That's even more dangerous than control. If it was uncontrolled, maybe it might be an emotional thing. It might change his mind. No, that's what you did to the God. You let him Muhammad try to tell you. Pharaoh gonna try. No, it's the originator. You go over his study groups over there. I've been there. He'll tell you, we can't do it as he's done to us. He'll always make apologies for them because he's one of them. There's watching, but he's silent. Why is he silent right now when everybody on the whole world's talking about what's going on right now? Huh? You go on the internet, you go on YouTube, and that's all they're talking about, everybody. Yet he's silent. Because God told him to shut up. But he's the watchman. People were warning you about what's about to happen. But now they're talking about, the last few weeks, faith in what? In Farrakhan? Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Tick tock, Farrakhan. Because the wrath upon, the wrath would be, I feel like, unrestrained. It's controlled by unrestrained. Because he gonna pour his full bucket of wrath. It says gonna give you a full dosage of consequence, a full. In fact, double. Damn. I mean, we're going 500 years of all this and Holocaust gonna be put on your ass in 1 year, and then double. Damn. I wouldn't want to be anywhere near you in that situation. And all your sycophants. I said, demons, like I said, they got They're getting a pass. They're just going to be slaughtered. But you're going to wish you were slaughtered. Because the wrath of God is coming down on you. It's on the way now. You can't feel it. What Christ says, you're starting to feel our presence. You're starting to feel our power. Fear is going to about to grasp America. Fear is going to sit on America like a, what's she, like an iron blanket. Right? Fear is going to grasp America like you never imagined. It's telling you. It says, men's hearts failing, not because of what's happening, but what they anticipate was going to happen. If you have a heart attack because you anticipate, what do you think you're going to have? What actually happens? As it says in the scripture, it says, if men are crying when the bow is wet, what would they do when the bow is dry? What does that mean? That means if they're crying when they still got everything in front of them, if they cry, what are they going to do when it's all gone? Because it's going to vanish like that. In a few days. I'm thinking this month. Like that. How many days you got left in this month? 6. And even on YouTube, the devil's telling you, this is going to happen within the next 48 hours. They don't know how the outcome is going to be, but they're scared. So once the war starts, these people are going to be, fear is going to grasp America by the throat. Okay. And when you're in fear, what do? You want to get rid of that's causing the fear. Because it's going to be clear that you are the reason for their fear. And if you fear, you want, only thing you want is like pain. The only thing you want, fear is social. Fear is spiritual pain. Fear is spiritual pain. Right? And that's the greatest fear ever. So if you got pain, the only thing you can think about is getting rid of that damn pain. Give me something to get rid of that pain, anything to get rid of that pain. If somebody's causing the pain, you're going to get rid of that person's causing the pain. And emotional fear can be greater than actual pain. If you've ever been in a state of fear, you know what I'm talking about. I don't know, I've never been. Well, my father, he had me in fear, but I don't think it's anything, it wasn't anything matched with what's about to happen here. I was fearful of the man, but he wasn't all that bad. He wasn't bad at all. He was doing his job. But as a child, you don't understand that. He's doing his job. He's making a man. And it's easy to make a man. Because right now, we're making little babies and boys out here. That's the devil's plan. That is, the women raise the men. Women can't raise men. I ain't putting women down. Women cannot raise men. How can that possible? How's that possible? You got some tough women out there, though. Get me wrong. See, that's why you see them acting like that, braids and all that stuff. But you understand what I'm saying, brother and sister? It's going to be intense. Fear is going to grasp this country like you never. Worse. It's going to be worse here than any place on the planet. We're talking about a couple more days. It's going to come suddenly. For most of you, out warning. Because you ain't paying attention to anything. And listen to Lioness Farrakhan. I always have faith in him. Oh, boy. Those folks, we know some of them ages because tell you that. I never remember that, brother, since that federal COINTEL thing, what do they call it, right? Okay. It tells you. They blanked out. It says, we got some agents, some organizations are set up by the FBI and everything to keep distraction and confusion among the community. That means, and they blanked it out, so we know it there exists. Like this guy, he's Southern man all of a sudden. Got gray hair and and all this, but they're all promoting some form of reconciliation with the devils. Even Silas, we want reparation, we want equal rights. I don't want a goddamn thing from you, devils. Elijah Muhammad said, we don't want a damn thing from you. We are reparation. First of all, why should I want your stolen money? You stole money from me, then you're going to tell me you got reparations? Okay, in other words, raping my mama and raping my grandmother and raping my great-grandmother and my father and all them. You mean money can pay me off for that? I'm so wicked, so stupid that you can rape my mama and then give me some money. I'm saying, okay, it's okay. Really? What's the price? Tell me. You out there that's got a brain. What's the price for someone to come in and rape your mama and it's okay? The same thing as they come and say, look, I give you $1,000, let me rape your mama. Ain't the same thing? I give you $1,000,000. So what would you take? What amount of money would you take to let them rape your mama? It's the same thing as reparations, ain't it? How much money would you take to say, okay, so rape my mama? Some of you probably would take $1,000,000. Yeah, go rape her twice. How much money would you take to rape your mama? It's the same thing, ain't it? No, you can't give me money for what you did. Plus, you don't have no money anyway. You're in debt. Just money you borrowed. Even if it was real, I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't touch that blood money for nothing in the world. I don't give you $1,000,000,000. I don't want any of it. I want your head. But let them keep on doing what they're doing. We got a place for them. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. I wasn't keep. It's weird because I was committed to keep it short there, and then something happened. Okay, I forgot to take that out. Okay, brothers and sisters. Ooh, a second here. Mm-mm. Yeah, I said I don't need anybody, but maybe I'm speaking too fast. I know I took this, straighten this out, and that's that. Yeah, I need to take this out here. I don't want this confusing anybody. I don't. I'm very about there's so much stuff. Oh, I said he looked and there was no one to help, no one to really help. We get negative help. Whew. What's this here? What's this for? What's this doing here? This one? Oh, that was the one. Okay. No, one second, brothers and sisters. Okay, do it this way. Okay, that's good. I'll leave that down. Okay, let's get back. Now, brothers and sisters, see, they tell you scripture under veil. And you can't understand they read it literally. The reason they say to read it literally because they only can't figure it out. So this reads like it says. And that's pretty much the sealed Bible, right? Because it was left them to read it literally because they know they couldn't unseal it, right? And so that's how we ended up becoming ham and be slave and all that kind of stuff. But that was their guidance. That's the guys, because they know we wouldn't be able to decipher it. And so the true meaning of it was hidden in plain sight because they know they didn't have the brains, right, to decipher it. Anyway, they talk about the story. Like I said, without the key, you understand what those stories really mean. Because they tell you, well, you had Mary, and Mary was a virgin, and you don't know who those persons are, what they talking about. See, because you think it's a story. And say, why do they tell the kind of stories? See, I'm not going into detail about it and everything here, but it says a star will rise. Why would you care a star rose east? I mean, if that's way back then, who would care? No, a star did rise east in 1948. That's false Israel. False Israel is the son of America and Britain. Britain was the one that made the agreement, I think the Balfour Agreement, and America went along, supported. And that's how you got, there were no other countries, involved in that. Those two countries that conceived false Israel. In 1948, there was a response to Elijah Muhammad saying, we true seed Abraham, because up to that point, they was killing each other. Christians and Jews were killing each other. Move on, bro. Says I don't want to get too deep into this. But that's a sign here. But it says that's what Suleiman or the Christ be. That's how you knew, because that would be the sign. Remember, because that was the sign of the wise men. They followed the sign. See, that's how I said. See, it's telling you right there. That was a sign. They followed signs. When you see the star rise in the east, that means the Christ is born. They followed the sign. Which didn't happen in the past. But we know a star rose in the east in 1948. That's false Israel. It's a star. Their flag's a star. I mean, how much do you need? And then it says, well, that's when the Christ will be conceived same time. That means if he conceived his birthday would be somewhere between the end of January and the beginning of February. So, hey, how does that fit, Farrakhan? You want to go back in your mother's womb and come back out again, or make up another lie? That's a big sign right there. See here? You see it right here? This is American Britain, right? And then what happened in 1948? There wasn't any false Israel. Then what happened? Here we go again. Sisters. I mean, I don't have to do this, but I'm going to do it anyway. I don't have to do this. I'm going to do it anyway. I'm going to do it anyway. Oops. I didn't know how to do that. Okay, we'll get, see this and this and this. Okay. And this. Okay. And okay, yeah. That'll work. Well, maybe not. Hold on. Let's do it this way. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I need me a assistant. Okay, brothers and sisters, that's shown here, right? And then what happened in 1948? Look carefully, look closely. Boom. Just came on the scene. You could say it's the seed of Britain because they're the ones that made the agreement with them after World War II. Actually, it was part of the World War I agreement, right? To set them up because they betrayed their country. That's part of what happened they don't tell you that part in Germany. They betrayed the Germans in World War II. That's why the Germans went after them in World War. They betrayed the Germans in World War I because the Germans lose the war. And so in World War II, that's why they went after them, because they were traitors in Germany. They don't tell you that part. Or the Holocaust. No, they don't tell you. And America did the same thing if their citizens betrayed their country and more causing them to lose the war. But they don't tell you that part. See? So therefore, 1948, because they was at each other's throats. Christian Jews at each other's throats for 2,000 years. Okay? And that same time, let me go back previous. Notice up top here too. That's what Suleiman, that he represents the son up there, right? Son of man. That's right. I'm not going to that, brothers and sisters. Both come at the same time, but he's conceived. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. And then another sign. It says son of perdition. Now, son of perdition wouldn't come into power, right? Until, okay, let me make another option, change here. Okay, son of perdition wouldn't come into power until, because he was sitting in the temple of God. Who set the temple up? Master Muhammad set up. He was sitting there in Moses' absence for 42 years. I mean, how's that not a clear sign? In Moses' absence, Elijah's absence, Aaron, who was set in the seat, would cause all kinds of mischief. He would turn the people against God. It says it. God told Moses, go down. He says, they turn the people against, they worship another God, the originator. Remember, they started talking about Master Muhammad again for years. Originator. See, that's a reaction. But they still call him the originator. We got to thank God for doing these things. So God ain't doing a goddamn thing for me. My mother produced me. And a mystery God has a goddamn thing to do with it. And Master Muhammad doesn't do anything for me other than he said he would protect me, and I accept that. He didn't tell me personally. But he don't feed me, he don't clothe me, he didn't bless me with anything. God bless you with this. God, you bless you with the goddamn thing. Who is this God doing all these blessings? Well, he got to bless you with faith, but now you got to feed it. That's that stupid ass philosophy stuff. So who is this God? Come and get me. This goddamn God that you calling on. He ain't worth a shit. Come and get me. Strike me down. I ain't afraid of him because he don't exist. Like Abraham wasn't afraid of them goddamn gods. He tore them all to pieces. And then he came and said, Abraham, what'd you do? What happened? He said, ask that one. He left the main God intact. I said, ask him. That's what happened. He wasn't afraid of them either. So come and get me. Tear me apart. Put me in hell forever, never, never. You think I'm afraid of it? Because it don't exist. It's the bullshit. It's a bullshit in your mind, and you're suffering right now because of that bullshit in your mind. Ain't nobody ever did anything for me that I didn't do for myself. Like I tell people, if you didn't exist, would your problems exist? No, then that means you're the problem. God only helps those who help themselves. Is that too complicated to understand? If you don't help yourself, you don't get help from God. That means you're the God that gotta help yourself. I mean, is that too difficult to understand? God helps those who help themselves. It says, what the Quran says, God does not change people's condition, they change their own condition. That means if you don't change your condition, don't get changed. I tell you, boy, you're going to find in a minute, because all that bullshit is going to be, it's all mathematics, Islam is mathematics, and you ain't about no Islam. I don't care if you're in Saudi Arabia or where you are, you ain't about no Islam, because you ain't about mathematics. So don't come here with your Quran and your kufi, right? And your bread bees, and oh, praise be, all that bullshit. And I ask you what a damn derivative is, you don't know what the hell it is, you get the F out of my face. Because you don't know about no damn Islam, period. Yeah, you see me getting fired up, you know why? Because I'm getting ready to go to war. I've been at war 30 years here, right? But now the wrath, it says the day of that wrath has come. And you're starting to feel a little bit of where I'm coming from. So that feel like I'm going to be patting you on the behind and say, oh, you bad little boy. Is that how I'm coming through? Is that how you perceive me coming through? Does it sound like I'm going to be playing patty cakes? Yeah, come on, devils. Come and get me. I know you watching this. That's one of the reasons why you scared. Tell bosses to hold back. Because you watching this, you scared. Say, man, what if he's right? So you don't know what to do. Should I go after him? He said, Master Muhammad's going to protect him. Should I go after him? Maybe I mean, don't you think they ain't paying attention to this? That's why he tell bosses to hold up, man. I mean, you sure you want this war? Son of a bitch, you said 42 years. How you missed that one? When Elijah, in Elijah's absence, There'll be the son of perdition. Aaron. He has. It says he would have people worship false, another god, that originator. That's not Master Muhammad. For years, no Master Muhammad originator. They still calling him originator. He blessing you. He blessing you with life. And then they tell you stupid shit like, oh, he's saying stuff. I don't give a damn. Turn channel. Like what I'm saying, turn a damn channel. See? Because I tell you, you've been on a battlefield. That's the last place you want to be after the battle's over. Because everybody in that battlefield, right, them crapped in their pants and pissed on themselves and everything else. Because when you battle hand in hand, you lose all control of all your facilities. All you want to do is save your life. That's the most funkiest, thinkingest place you ever seen. And you talking about language? You talking about my language on that battlefield? When people trying to kill you, trying to kill people, the language you be saying is a whole lot worse than anything you can imagine I might be saying. I'm just preparing you for what's about to happen. Right? But it's restrained. I'm not out of control. Some things I got limited what I say. Right? I'm not gonna make apologies. We're going to war. Right? But like I said, for 42 years. How come you didn't see that one? That's part of the reason why you go in tribulation. See? Because you don't know any mathematics. You ain't about no Islam. And beyond that, you're not even Muslim. Even the Sunnis are not Muslim because they just jinn and they refuse. They say, "Oh, I'm gonna say their prayers. I'm gonna do the Ramadan. I got the prayer beads. I'm gonna say all prayer beads to Allah, but I ain't gonna submit to them. Man, make me shit. But I ain't gonna do it." Then that means. If it's Muslim means total submission will of Allah, it means you ain't in submission. That's why God cursed your ass. So they ain't Muslim, are they? And they ain't Islam either. Because they producing anything, they say Muslim, Islam coming out, any mathematics coming out of there? None. But the Pharaohs got you worshiping them. That's what he had you worshiping a golden calf. And so God turned against you and Moses turned against you. Elijah turned against you because at the time when the war started, they turned against you. In fact, Moses went so far as attack your ass. He sent the African Levites after your ass. See, that's what I'm gonna get to that in a minute. Signs, brothers and sisters. Okay? Son of perdition. Sitting in Elijah's seat. First, he missed as far as the devil. Symbology, that's a sign right there. Symbology tell you he couldn't possibly be the Messiah. He's the devil. As far as the devil, he said, that's symbology. But no, he says, oh no. God made me in the womb, so it don't matter. My mother, father is. So really, the same applies to Master Muhammad too, on it. That Muhammad said he's original because his father and his mom, but that applies to him too, because so maybe he ain't the God. It don't matter because, but wait a minute, hold it. But you saying Master Muhammad's the God, but then you say, well, God made us in the womb, so and you got Farrakhan saying, no, you can't worship Master Muhammad because he's a flesh. We got him saying it. So make your mind up. So no, then the God's not flesh then, right? You say you can't worship because he's flesh. That means the God you serve ain't flesh. Boy, there, boy. Whoa, they get hold of your ass. These other clowns, right? Begging you for money. Farrakhan got rich off of you. It says free gift. You ain't see me ask you for a dime. Nothing. Because you already paid the price for this. But they're parasites living off of you. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Now I got cool things here, right? You can look at it first. But put this little note here, right? But Jersey, the word Jersey comes from, that's the name that they have for cattle. See, so I put the article here, right? And so New Jersey was like, because they had this place in Britain, Jersey. So New Jersey was like the New Jersey over here, right? but it refers like cattle. See? So it said that Jesus would be born in the manger, and the manger is a place to keep cattle. So he's born in Jersey. Ooh, wow, come on, he's just really stretching now. Right? See? A manger was found to be in a stable where cows and horses were kept and fed. See? and he be representing the new ark, the new covenant. New ark, was that Newark? Mm-mm. See? See, you think I'm trying to convince you or something? No. I'm just pointing a sign. Because what happened is, really, it's the opposite. Because I'm condemning your ass. How am I condemning you? Because I'm putting this information out there so you know it. And so you have no excuse. If you didn't know it, but now you heard the information and you didn't respond to it, we got your ass. That's why I'm putting this information out so we can close. We can close the book on your ass because it was there. Because you said, well, I didn't know it. Well, now I put it out there. So everybody, you will know. Okay, here, story at Bethlehem. And God tells a bright star appeared in the eastern sky. That means if the star was in the east, that means Jesus would be born in the west. I mean, how complicated is that one? See, let's move on, brothers and sisters. In the west, over here in the west. Okay. Then we get back up. Talking about, see, now this is where we are right now. I talked about this yesterday. Talking a little bit today, right? This is where we are right now. America and Britain, right there in the Middle East, they control the Middle East. America, Britain, and false Israel. Right? They supersede the power of Syria and Iran. They attack both of them. That's where we are right now. So, what happens? So now, that's what's about to happen, brothers and sisters. My future news, they're about to go to war. See, they're on top of each other. They go to war. That's about to happen. A few more days, because what's happening is they tell, well, we don't want a regional war. It could lead to World War III. Oh, it's going to be worse than World War III. See, World War II wasn't a world war. It was a war, European war primarily. You know, these guys, they got big heads, so that was World War II, World War III, right? But it will be a global war. So this will happen. This is what's going to happen in a couple more days. Now the situation is, this is where war broke out in heaven. See, it's two stages of it. Right now, you're witnessing abomination of desolation. That's the first stage when war broke out. Second stage of Michael's angels. Farrakhan never told you who Michael is. He don't know. He talks to Farrakhan, but he don't know who Michael is. He have no idea. Because if he does, then that blows him away too. Because I mean, if he tells you who Michael is, that kind of messes this thing up too, doesn't it? Anyway, so how long does this war last? That's the question. But during this war, while the war is going on, right? That's when Suleiman suddenly comes to the Nation of Islam to warn the people, right? What the outcome of this war going to be. He warns the Nation of Islam. He warned the people now, but he's going to warn the Nation of Islam specifically what the outcome of this war is going to be. See? But let's add up together, add all the pieces, right? He don't come nations, they come to get him. Because apparently when the war starts, that's enough for them. That's enough for them to jump ship. Because it says, if you read the Exodus carefully, they wouldn't with Farrakhan anyway. I guess it was on the fence trying to make up their mind. And once the war actually starts, they say, oh, he's the one. Because it says, they come, if you read at Mark, they come to him. The men Mark come running to him. And that's when Legion say, hey, man, hold on, what you doing, man? Where you leaving me? Do you read it carefully? Why you leaving me? Right? Why you tormenting me? See? Because he's calling me out. You telling him I'm a demon. You see? That's what it says. You're calling me out. You're tormenting me. And my people are leaving me. They're running to you. You understand, brothers and sisters? That's what's going to happen once this war starts. See? That's what it says. Those with the Lord. That's what Elijah say. Moses said, those with me said, those with the Lord. While the war was going on. They make up their mind. Say, okay, he's the messenger coming. They come running. Right? At that time, he's in charge of NOI. Right? Farrakhan, because remember, it says, who the Lord would destroy. Farrakhan, right? He's the son of perdition. It didn't say who the Lord would kill, who would beat, who would test. He said, who the Lord would destroy. Destroy me. When you destroy something, it means every aspect of it means you destroy him totally. It means you exposed him. All his wealth and everything is gone. Right? Maybe he don't have a wheelchair either. Maybe won't even leave him the wheelchair. He got to crawl around, wipe his own ass. Destroy. Because he will be destroyed. Oh, totally. Totally. And that's in a few days. Once this war starts, you're going to see his brothers and sisters. See, you didn't know about this war, but a year ago, you didn't know about this year. I told you about this war, but years. I pulled out a couple of presentations I did a few years back. Right, talk about abomination, desolation, where you weren't even on the radar. See, and I told you back in September last year, right? They were saying peace and safety. I said, no, the war's going to break out sometime between October and November. So yeah, it did. And now phase 2. And now everybody's on edge because everybody's looking what? But phase 2, what I said phase 2 was when the Shia, did I say? The Shia would go to war with America, Britain, and false Israel, and the dragon would be with the Shia, with America, Britain, and false Israel. Ain't that what I said? Ain't that what's going on right now? And the war between the Shia, right? What they call it? What's those people? Yemen and Iraq and Syria. They're all Shia. They're all with Iran. Also called people helping with Iran. And what's it all about? It's about the sanctuary of Jerusalem. And those who've been trampling it, and the people on the foot for 400 years. I mean, for 76 years. And now I said the end would, after 76 years, that would be their end. And now we're there. So which would say, well, if someone said, a prophet said something that doesn't come true, shouldn't, or everything I said has been coming true, and you go check, I ain't making up anything. I don't have to stretch and get alterations. The presentations out there, they got rid of all my presentations on one of my YouTube channels. I guess they thought, see, part of the thing is, it's about being a prophet. You have to prove that you said this stuff before it happened. And they just wiped out all the proofs I had on one channel. They probably do it here, but I got backups. So people go back and say, hey, man, he said this a year ago. He said 2 years ago. He said 3 years ago. That's one of the aims there. Because people don't understand this. But if you went back on that channel, they was hiding it because people was telling me. Because they made it look like nobody was watching it. I had people from the country was responding to me. It was starting to get a lot of attention. That's why they shut it down. See? So once they start getting attention, do the same thing again. Because they hide the fact that you're getting hits. See? But then sometimes you know because you get a response from somebody from Timbuktu somewhere and say, how the hell that? I only got 5 hits here and you got somebody way in another country lacking you or giving you or asking you questions and stuff. See, but they mess with the God. They say, I don't want to go into too much detail here, but but I shouldn't. I don't know. The so-called Vikings, right? That stuff, that was religion. You see, you think it was just stuff. The Romans had religion too, but they call it mythology now because out of date and everything else. But it was the religion was actually real religion to them. And if you study, you see the actual real religion to them, and it's pretty much consistent with what you see right now, right? With the scriptures now, but it was for that time. And one of the things in there is that if you watch the Thor movie and everything, is that Odin, remember, he's just like the Jao. He's got blind in one eye. Is that a coincidence? Right? And if you read the scripture, it says that how they came to power is there was these two titans. that was powerful. It was the most powerful people on the planet. And they slew the Titans and built their kingdom out of the Titans, out of the flesh of the Titans. Right? So I'm not going to anybody detail about that, but I'll move on. And this is outcome. See, everybody's wondering what outcome is. No, see, the Shia will be victorious. War in heaven. They'll be victorious. See, and what I'm doing, okay. Let me change something real quick, brothers and sisters. Let me change something real quick. Because I don't want anybody to come back and look at this and say, oh, well, whatever. So, it's errors, Buzz. My errors on me. I'm not going to try to make excuses for it. Not make excuse for it. Okay. Let me show, because this guy this. And then, right, this should be here. Okay, yeah, right. And this should be here, right? And this should be, oh, it's there. Okay, I got that. I just missed the other ones. Okay. Okay. Make sure I got them all. Okay. Where are we at here? Okay, let's go back to there. Okay, so we said the war takes, right? How long it takes, and then they're fighting, and during the war, while the war is taking place, that's when Suleiman and I get together. He takes control. It's the Ancient of Days. Said when the thrones are cast down, whose thrones are cast down? Farrakhan, they cast out. Cast. It just say throne was thrown down or put down. Say cast down. Violence. See? So what's going to happen? That means the NOI, they're going to grab Daniel and Jeffrey and all the clowns by the throat, by the ass or whatever. They ain't going to like it. But their ass is going to be thrown out. And then what? And then Iran, then they're victorious. See? He's warning, right? Because when they're victorious, now they have great fear. See? Because powers haven't been shaken. Now fear has gripped America. And America knows the reason why. Because false Israel is going down. That means they couldn't have been true to Abraham. Even the common person will see that. But now that Suleiman's always, this truth will be broadcast all over the world, this gospel. That means, and then the end will come. So it is about to come. So that means it's been broadcast now. So it's clear that what's happening here to the whole world, that we trust Abraham, and the whole world don't want to hear that, right? And that false Israel wasn't. And we're the reason that America is cursed, and God's, because they're going to try to make war against God, right? That God's cursing them, and they're about to be, and they're going to be destroyed, cursed. The full wrath of God coming upon them, and men's hearts failing for fear. Fear, their hearts failing. And when you're under fear, what? You try to relieve that was causing the fear. You want to get rid, not relieve, you want to get rid of it. But like I said, fear is spiritual pain. What fear is. It's spiritual, it's emotional pain. Right? Just like confusion, right? It's mental pain. Trying to figure out something, you're confused, that means pain. No pain, no gain. So you stick with it until you overcome it. And now you got the knowledge, and the confusion is gone. See? So I can lift weights. But this here, so they say, how do I get rid of this fear? I'm afraid, man. God's coming after me. Everything, all this reality is blowing up. Because at this point, remember, at this point, the earthquake, at this point, right, when they take over, right, the shock wave is fast approaching America. What's the shock wave? Economic collapse, because they have control of all in the Middle East. So the shock wave is on the way. And oh man, what's going to happen? I was feeling for fear. Man, scared to death. Everything's falling apart. military is no good because they need fuel. So our military is collapsing and everybody's coming after us. And we're going to suffer. Everybody's going to come and tear us apart. We can't defend ourselves, right? We've done all this evil and now we can't defend ourselves. And our nuclear capability will not work. It's going to be snuffed out. They're going to be neutralized. That's most altogether. Fear, severe fear. Some of our people are going to be caught up in that, but they're going to be saved out of it, right? Because once they start discipline, it turns around and like that, right? That discipline, 5 pillars, see? So what do they do to get rid of that fear? It's clear. We're the object. And that's where they start to attack you. Because that's the way they say, if we get rid of this fear, because you want a great fear, you want to get rid of it. And we're the object, we're the target. See? We're the cause of the fear. You understand? And so that's why he said, warn her, flee, flee, flee now. Flee, flee, flee now. Flee, flee, flee now. See? Because Jerusalem is surrounded by armies at this point, but that's another story. I'm not going to go into graphics of that. What happened? Okay, well, and then that's what happens. Now, why do they do that? I don't know. Anyway, America and Britain is thrown out, cast out, and that's when they start attacking. They start attacking now. See? While Suleiman's doing that, they're still attacking. So it's defeat now. They got defeated. Now they're attacking you. They attack all the blacks, the demons as well as the original people. They're attacking. They're attacking Suleiman too. Because they're full of fear. They feel they totally got them. They're scared. If you never seen fear like that. You hope you never do. But said, if their hearts, remember, their hearts was failing when they saw them defeated in the Middle East. And now, they're, right? Now it's come upon the earth. Their hearts are failing for fear of those things. Now the earth has actually come upon the earth. So what do you think they are now? If their hearts were failing, they hadn't got here yet. Now the shock wave has got there. At that point, America's totally economic collapse. Total economic collapse. There's no food, no heat, all gone. At that point, and that enhances the fear, because now you use great fear of those things going to happen, but now they're actually happening. And we're the reason this is happening. And they're going to come and attack you. That's why it says, flee, 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 flee before it happens. Right? So they actually attack because some people still hadn't fled yet. Then what happens? Future news, brothers and sisters. See here? Somebody had that all wrong, see? The tablets, it says Moses at that point, right? See, at that point, that means God turned against you and Moses turned against you. Because Moses says, look, they don't turn against me. They believe they worship golden calf, Sunnism. See? Let me say this right quick. See here, this part right here where it says moon and river and everything, that's also, it says, one was like a lion, one was like an eagle, that's down here, one was like a face of man, one was like a calf, one was like a lion. I'm not showing exactly like this here, but, right? And so the golden part of each side is the Islamic part. So if this is a calf right here, that's the gold part, that's the Sunnis. That's the golden calf. You need the angel key to see that, because I looked at the Quran this way, that way. There's no way in the Quran. You can look at the Quran and find out what that golden calf is. You can't. I haven't been able to do it. We can do it. The angel key shows you clearly what it is. Anyway, right? Because the moon up there, that's Sunnism. That's the religious. That's the Islamic part of Arabia. Asia. Anyway, it's another story. How did I get there like that? Well, hold on a second about that shit. I don't know how that happened. I don't. I'm gonna change it right quick. Give me a second. I don't know how that happened like that. Oh, where is it? Oh my God. Okay, it should be right there. I don't know what's happened there. Okay, I guess okay. So what happens is it says Moses he threw tablets down. You understand? That's the African. So he attacked right there. The devil's attacking you, and also are the Levi Africans, the ones here on visa and everything else. That's including Haitians and everything else. Because remember, they're your enemies. You forgot to story Esau and Jacob. Esau, I'm going to get rid of Jacob because he says Jacob stole his inheritance. He said, "Oh, this should belong to mine." He had the same story with Ishmael. Ishmael is our older brother. He's a half brother, but Isaac's supposed to be. I mean, Jacob, Esau supposed to be a twin brother, right? And that's a good story about Belshazzar, Belteshazzar, Tekel. I'm not going into that kind of stuff, brothers and sisters. But the point is that their enemy. It said the final battle will be between us and them. Yeah, put that. Anyway, us and them. Hold on, I'm gonna get that, boss. Just 1 second. Give me 1 second here. I said I'll keep this short, but it looked like I'm lying again. Big old liar. Lying my butt off. 1 second. I'll show you this if I can show it to you. Shit. I didn't mess up anything here. Everything is falling apart. Like I said, the resistance. One reality to another one just got total resistance. I don't know if you can see this or not. I don't know if you can see this or not. Don't know. Probably not. Oh, I really need to just print it. There we go. Okay, you might see it. The Battle of the Black Nations. Struggle of the Black Nations. If you can see it. This book was written in 1998. Could that be the final war between us and Esau? See, remember, Elijah is a Levite. He got so angry. He got angry at Farrakhan because he had turned people around. Because at first he was pleading with the God for the people. And then when he came and saw his own eyes, and they turned his teachers all the way around. And in the Quran, he said, took Aaron by the beard and was going to kill him. See, but that's a clear sign. See, so therefore he took and unloosed the Levites on him. See, the tablets also, it's also, you understand, the angel is also hailstorm. So remember, they're attacking the original people and the demons. They're attacking black people, and so they're going to be attacking them too. And I'm going to try to explain this the best I can, brothers and sisters here. The devil's going to be attacking us out of fear. Right? To try to offset the consequences of everything they've been doing, whatever. Right? Okay. Now, the Levites here, they're our enemy. And I explained it yesterday, because when you go and watch Genesis, the serpent, that's them. The serpent represents the lion. And so Obama, he's the one riding that white horse in the first seal. He's not one of us. You're gonna realize him in a minute. I've been talking about not that talking that much because Bill, that's something we have to deal with later on. But the point is that, and it came up because I thought this thing through and I looked at it because the question always was, the question is, he's going to lead the Levite army against us. But you got two aspects of it. You got the Levite army that's here that's going to attack us, right? Because it says Moses is going to unleash them on us. That's the two tablets. And they're going to attack all blacks too. And so their motivation is, what's their motivation? Well, it depends on how Obama fits in this thing. Because it doesn't say clearly, because he leads them. He leads the Levite army, but does he lead it from Africa or does he lead it from here? Because you know they're going to come together once the goat, China, India invade, the Africans are going to be with them. Right? That's that third beast. There's one beast, the dragon had 7 heads and 10 horns, and crowns upon his heads. That means he had authority. He was a superpower. And then the crowns moved to the horns. That means China India became superpowers while they were destroying themselves in Armageddon. And then there was another beast that had 7 heads, 10 horns. He had no crowns. That was Africa. And said it was with the other beasts. He was with the beast that had the 7 heads, 10 horns, and the crowns upon his horns. So they're together. And it tells you Daniel all together, right? See? So he's going to be lead. But the point is, all of them following him. They love that man. And he's one of them. So if he leads it from here, then what he's doing is he's attacking. But the point is, when they finally come in, they jump together. And then he takes control of the whole thing. So I'm not going to say one way or the other. The point is that they're going to attack. They're going to be attacking on anybody that's not African. I'm talking about not us. Levi, you understand? People didn't go to the hard cards. Put that away. See? And it says Moses unleashed them, but it says the serpent encouraged them. That means because the serpent told Eve was reluctant. Who's Eve? That's America. Why did they say Eve? Why did they say they give it to? Why didn't they give it to Adam? They said, no, they gave it to Eve first. She want so you go ahead and take him out. The serpent was telling her to take him out. Who's the serpent? That's Obama. If you love so much, you'll see in a minute. I ain't just putting it out there. I'm absolutely sure that's right. Because he didn't give it when he was in it. He do anything for you? Nothing. Because he said, yeah, we need to get rid of them. He encouraged them, yeah, we need to get rid of them. You see. What doesn't matter to me whether you see or not. I just tell you. I give you information, that's what I tell you. See? So it says, Elijah unleashes them on us. So when they attack, they're going to attack the devil's in us. Same time. Then you got the demons. So it's going to be, I tell you, fear's going to grasp this country like you can't imagine. It's more brothers and sisters. And so at this point, right, false Israel isolated. Right? So you know her destruction is imminent, total destruction. She's isolated, she's under siege. No food can come in and out. All the stuff they're doing to Gaza is now happening to them in spades. They're going to be eating each other. This is days away, bro. This is not years. I don't think even weeks. This is days away. How long that war lasts? That's the question, I think. And that's when people flee. Say, if it's the mountains, they move away because the mountains is a place. It's not people. So now they're fleeing. See? At that time, that's when Suleiman separates them out. It says they gather wheat and the chaff together, then they, right? And then boom. They cast them out. And Michael has delivered the elect and the lamb to the Middle East because Syria and everything knocking over here. And NOI is left to go to the tribulation. And that demon war down there, that lasts about 5 months. And they're fighting with the devils. They're brothers and sisters. Okay, I talked about this yesterday, and I still didn't fix it. But the point is I was just showing, right, that the devils are going clockwise, and our natures go counterclockwise. So they guys going against our nature because they got the whole world going clock. They turn the whole world in a clockwise direction. That's the simplest way to put it. So the world's going against itself because that's the devils. They got so much, they enough power. They was able to turn the world goes to clock. So that against our nature, and that will continue like that until Suleiman showed up. Okay? And he's going counterclockwise. So now his resistance, he got total resistance from all of the nations, all of them, because they're all going clockwise direction. He's got to turn that around. Remember, and if you turn around, that means they destroy them because that's, especially the devils, because that's his nature. So they turn. So what happens? See that, right? Because his persistence, so he keep on resonance, right? See, because he forced him to go in a counterclockwise direction, what destroys them. One at a time. Then finally the African nation, Levites. And then there's only that's left. It's harmonic motion. Everybody's going in the right direction. Okay, let's look at this real quick, brother and sister. It's right here. Now, do you pay attention to this? Why is that pattern the same? You got the original nation, right? Did I put that backwards? Yes, I did. Okay, look at it from this point of view. Forget about the top one. White nation, original nation, brown, in that category. Who's the most powerful? Caucasian nation. Who's next? Original nation. Who's next? The brown. Who's last? And we the worse off. Now, what I showed here is if it was reversed, once we come on top, because we should be on the bottom down there. Well, anyway, I'm gonna do it. I don't know. Since maybe I have Alzheimer's. I know I fixed that. Maybe I fixed that. I'm trying to do too many things, brothers and sisters. Maybe I'm trying to do too many things here. Okay, that there. And then this one here. What do I want to do here? Okay, that's good. Good. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Okay, see? This is the way the nations are right now. So is that a coincidence? They tell you because of evolution, that's why they're on top. And we're on the bottom because we didn't stop evolving. Basic. That's why. That's not it. I try to explain about energy deprivation and everything else. That's not it. So, okay, let's go here. So now, we're about to be put on top. Suleiman, Master Rama's about to put you on top. Remember, you the stone's going to crush all the nations. And what the angel says, now look what the angel said. This is the mathematics. The angel says the same thing. It says the first one to be destroyed is the original. It's the Orient, it's the European nation. They'll be the first one to be destroyed. But that stone's going to crush all of them. Right? Who's like the beast who make war with the beast? So these 10 horns will make war with the lamb. He overcome them. So it's the lamb that's making the war. It's Master Muhammad. He initiates the war. But if you read Exodus and everything else, he told Joshua, he's like his Air Force. I got you covered. I got your back. He said he'd be in the clouds, covering you. But Joshua be the general on the ground kicking ass. He's the one who's got to take out the beast. He's the one who got to take out the 10 horns. He's got to take out the bear. He's the one on the ground, right? Master Muhammad, he's a war god, but he initiates the whole thing. He breaks the power of the devil. And then what? Then he takes out, right? Right. That's our real nations, right? Right? Crushing them all. And that's the same order they tell in the scriptures. So it's mathematical. And it's I keep telling you, son, do you understand the mathematics behind all this stuff, brothers and sisters? It's like I was telling you about Adam and Eve and how you understand that. Because it says, okay, well, let's move on. Let's see what I got here. The next thing here, then close out, brothers and sisters. Okay. Story of Adam and Eve. Okay. You look at it, you understand it. But you look at Angel Key, it says, okay, Adam, right? That's Britain. Eve is America. It says Eve came out of the side of Adam. That where America came out of Britain, out of the British Empire, right? And then they had a son. False Israel is their child. Adam is the one that, his seed, so to speak, because he's the one who made the agreement with him, and America back supporting him. And that's how false Israel came into being. That's what it says right there. You see the beauty of it, the math, how it falls into place. And then it goes further and tells you, says, and then, well, Mary was a virgin. Well, America was a virgin country to Europeans. It was a virgin country. It had been touching anything, well, corrupted anything. It's right there. And then it says, well, the God came and he impregnated his seed. He impregnated Eve, and they had a son. So from one aspect, look at it right. His seed was Elijah. Elijah baptized. Suleiman messing the covenant. See. But then Joseph, right? See? He has a son. He shares something about Joseph, and that's false Israel. That thing falls into place like that, bro. So I don't know if you can appreciate the beauty of it. And there's more to it. I'm not going, every time I talk going to more and more, go deeper and deeper into it. And so you be careful. You have to be prognosing and prognosing and philosophizing and all that kind of stuff. You don't know what you're talking about because you don't understand the whole picture. You see one blue piece and you go on that, and then you mess around and get yourself in a lot of trouble. Okay, I'm going to close out here, brothers and sisters. I think I covered much as I want to cover here. Okay, is there anything else here? Yeah, it says right here, it says, these lamb, the one opinion having powers, the 10 horns you saw, 10 kings who kingdom is not yet received, because they still, Britain, America, Europeans still tear themselves apart. So as they destroy themselves, then China and India becomes the world powers, and plus, the Europeans cut off from oil. So their power is broken. But it's in America specifically. But Russia has a lot of oil, but Russia's not guilty of colonizing other black countries and all that kind of stuff. That's a whole nother story together. Right? So they have plenty of oil. So the other Europeans betray America because they get oil from Russia. That's Armageddon. So America gets their ass tore up. That's another story together, but I'm not going to that. Right? But that's Europeans, that's they finish. And then what happens to go? China, India invades America. That's just torn apart by the demons and the Levites and the Nation of Islam. Country's in ruins. So the military is broken. But the military, they still have a military. Whatever food and everything got left, they give it to the military. And they're chasing the Nation of Islam all the way to the West Coast. And their mission is either get them and turn them around, have them help fight this war, or kill them. There's no story together, brothers and sisters, but said these 10 kings will make war with the Lamb. Means he's the one going to take out the goat. Goat took out America, the ram. He takes out the goat. See, he took out America. See, who's his army took out America? The Levites, and why? That was his army. He built that army. Remember, he built that army. He's going to build that army and set them in motion. He's going to build that army. When he takes control of the NOI, he's going to build that army. A great army to come together because the Suleiman's prophesizing. And they're going to tear this country to pieces. And when the goat appears, America's going to be like ready on his knees. On his knees. See, and at that time, Suleiman, while that's happening, Suleiman's he's waging war with the dragon over there. Remember, the dragon's going to attack. He's going to be waging war with the dragon. See? Because of the land. Remember, Master Ramon's already defeated the dragon and the Gog and Magog. They still live on the land. Their powers broke, they still on land. And they ain't giving that land up. That's what it says. So that'd be a battle right there. Battle royal. Kicked him out of Arabia, out home. And by that time it happened, that's when the Levites joined. They leave out of America and they join, now they're together. Right? And during that time, that's when they go to war with the goat. If they come together. They're taking Arabia, right? And then they go goat. And then after the goat, they take out the bear. That's the last one. See, so the lamb is the one leading us. The Master Muhammad was giving cover. Okay? I'm not going to, I talked about this yesterday, brothers and sisters. I'm going to let it go there. I'm not going to talk about this either. I'll let it go there, brothers and sisters. But 76 years. 76 years. That ends this year. And then sanctuary will be. Okay? It says, how long? Right? Transgression of desolation. Because Israel was a transgressor that's causing desolation in the Middle East. They transgressed. They took they transgression. They went and said, oh, that's our land. And they put the sanctuary, the Middle East, Jerusalem, everything. And they took control of both of them and put them underfoot, oppressing both of them. Right? And so that would last for 2,300 days, right? And then they'll be defeated. They'll be cleansed. And that's back here. And that gets back to this. So for 1948, that's when the transgression started. And would last for 76 years. 300, that's divided by 30 days, that's months. 76 months, we know by angel key, that represents years. Says how long it'll be cleansed this year. And this year ends, no matter how you call it, it's still, if you call it the first year's January, it's still gone by January. If you call it March, they're still gone. So no matter how you call it, they're gone this year. In a few more days. So that's it, brothers and sisters. Oh, right here. I heard a voice of trembling and fear and not peace. See? Every man with hands on his labor, right? Time is record. They're going to be a panic. Scared to death. Doing them as they've done to you, double. Be no mercy. Those all there for those who devour you shall be devoured. Everybody's doing shit to us now. Shit coming back to them in spades. And all your adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. Right? All these devils and everything that survive, they go into captivity. I explained all that in the past, right? Those that plunder shall become plunder. Plunder you. Got you working these jobs and all that kind of stuff. You're still slaves. You call yourself employees. All prayer upon you, I will make it pray. Who's your prayer upon you? The demons. Living off of you. Farrakhan, he's been praying on you for 42 years. Parasites. All prayer, I will make it pray. That means they're going to become the prey during the locust war. See? But all this is good for you, but it's evil for them. See? For I will restore health to you and heal you. Remember I said, because you're going the right direction. Now you're going counterclockwise. And that's forcing them into going counterclockwise, which is bad for them. It's good for you. It's bad for them. Let's move on, brothers and sisters. Okay. I'll move on. Mission of the covenant. Okay. Right? He's talking about the message. Abraham, but he don't tell you about the message of the covenant. He don't tell you about we going home. He don't tell you about that part. That means he's lying. He's calling God a liar. Because this is what God says. Same day, this is the covenant. This is the covenant that we'll be returned home to Arabia, which is from the river Egypt to the great river. Just look at the map. This is the covenant. Not the vision of covenant. I said, well, what about the covenant? He don't mention it ever. Because it doesn't apply to him anyway, does it? And then he say, well, Elijah, last messenger. What it says? I was my messenger. That's Elijah. He prepared the way before me. Well, who's the Lord talking about? The Lord me seek shall suddenly come to this temple. Right? That's not what I'm talking about. That's Elijah. So Elijah got temples. He says, and the messenger shall come. The one you shall be seeking, but they ain't seeking him, are they? That means they not submit to Allah, are they? And they worship some other God, the originator. So that's why God turned against them and Moses turned against them. And the only one to stand between them and destruction is Suleiman. Because he sent those Levites after him, and Suleiman's there. The only one that stands between you and destruction is Suleiman. He's warning you and everything else. Remember, because in Isaac, they was going to kill Isaac. They was going to stab him right in his heart. It was Suleiman said, oh, no. He stopped it. So take what it's worth. Man robbing God. We know what that is. Okay, let's go, bro. Since I'm let it go. There's a little blooper there. So I've got to take that out. Anyway, I'll explain it another time, right? It was something I was working on, but I said it's going to take a while to really get that together. Anyway, Suleiman out, brothers and sisters. This is future news. Future news, mention of the covenant. When you should be seeking. Only days away, brothers and sisters. Maybe hours. Maybe it started now. Everybody's nervous. Everybody's going to hate the whole planet except Farrakhan. I'm quiet. I ain't saying nothing. He talk all day long about some faith. Faith in what? Faith in him? Oh, boy. Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters.